Today we're exploring how a life-changing cancer diagnosis became the spark behind WildBody, a size-inclusive, low-tox activewear brand on a mission to change the world and the industry. For more, we're joined from WA by Jay Payne from WildBody. Great to have you here on Ticker. Talk to us about your personal health crisis and how it inspired the launch of this company.
So on Christmas Eve, I was diagnosed with kidney cancer at 33 years old as a mum of four, a CrossFitter, non-smoker, non-drinker, and a 17-centimetre mass was found on my left kidney. So that threw the biggest spanner in the works after watching my dad pass away from cancer 2 years before. That then threw me into a low-tox lifestyle, and that's when I realised that 97% of the activewear that is made out of plastic, nylon, polyester, recyclable. Whether it's recyclable or not, it's plastic. It's petroleum based, it's bad for our health, it's bad for our skin. And that is where I then came up with the idea of WildBody, using GOTS certified organic cotton, and also being a size inclusive brand, which means sizing from 4 to 22.
Yeah, right. So you've turned what I can only imagine to be a huge shock on the eve of Christmas into an entire business. Talk about the mindset behind that, how you went from that, and I guess, did it help you through?
I think I like to use the terminology of literally turning lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the hardest moments I've ever gone through my whole life. Having four little eyes looking at you to make sure you're okay after they've just watched and lost their grandfather was probably one of the hardest things. To then go through major surgery and go through all of that, to then find a purpose, was something that was really, really needed in my life. And WildBody is not just an activewear brand. I want it to be a community of women who can find strength and truly embrace who they are as a person and not chase perfection. Imperfection is one of the most beautiful things that we can offer as women, and I definitely want to embrace that in our brand.
Yeah, really well said. What issues do you see with mainstream activewear products?
I feel one of the main things is definitely that 97% of the activewear industry is based from plastic. I cannot fathom how we can work out we don't glad wrap ourselves. You know, you wouldn't go to the gym and wear a plastic bag. That is literally what the activewear industry is currently. So to come away from that and go into a natural fiber, it just makes so much more sense. The fact that most of the brands on the market only size up to a 12 or a 14, where majority of women are sized from a 12 to a 16. To stop at a 14 makes no sense. So choosing as a startup business to hit the market at true size inclusivity at 4 to 22 just makes so much more sense.
Starting a business can be hard, but starting a business when you also have a huge health concern, I can only imagine how difficult that was. What was it like managing both?
I will say, you know, we're trying to find a happy medium. You know, it's great that when you go into a business, when you truly believe on something, you're doing it 24/7 and it really feels like you're not working. I live and breathe, and I truly believe that WildBody is going to revolutionise the activewear industry. This is long overdue, and it's something that is well needed for all women around the world.
What's some of the reaction you've received?
A lot of support, a lot of people saying, I didn't know my activewear was made out of that. I can't believe how much greenwashing has been done. I can't believe how bamboo sold, how recyclable nylon's been sold to me, because I thought this was breathable. It's sold as breathable, and it's not. It's literally wrapping yourself in Glad wrap and then just chucking it in and being like, yep, I'm amazing.
Yeah, so using, I guess, organic low-tox materials, why did you see that as being the answer and being so important for the business and for you?
One, because we've had such an influx of cancer, endometriosis, polycystic, PCOS for women. Skin issues are just on the rise continuously. And to have a fiber that actually is breathable and is a natural fiber, not also just for the fact for our environment as well. So every time you wash your activewear, microplastics leak into that water and then is sent out to the ocean. So also choosing to use a natural fiber, that doesn't happen as well. So there's multiple issues, whether that is for your health that you want to choose, whether you're choosing for the environment, or whether you're choosing a brand that is physically chosen to be truly size inclusivity, WildBody is that person for you.
There's going to be a lot of people wanting to know how they can find out more, of course, because they're also looking at the intersection between health and their well-being too. Talk to us about what people can do to get in touch and find the products.
So we're literally TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, our website, wildbody.com.au. We have all the avenues. As we plan to hit China to do our final rounds of samples, you can follow along and there'll be no greenwashing or compromises in WildBody whatsoever. You will know exactly how we're making it, why we've chosen certain things, and when we plan to launch.
Well, fantastic, great work, and I think I can speak on behalf of our viewers. I hope everything works out for you and your team as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.